Blog Talk Radio.
Read it. Verse 12. Amos chapter 8, verse 12. And they shall wander from sea to sea. And they shall wander from sea to sea. That means you're going from this place to this place. Well, let me go over here. Oh, this time, I don't like that. Well, let me go over to the Christian church. Oh, I don't know. Well, maybe let me go into Hinduism. Well, I don't know. I don't like this church because this preacher said this. I don't like this church because this preacher said that. Let me tell you, if you were in the Word, it wouldn't matter what the preacher would say. If you was in the Word, you'll be able to see over what he's teaching. But you're going from sea to sea, all over the place. Read. Amos chapter 8, verse 12. And they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east. Go ahead. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Most High, and shall not find it. You're going to wish one day you was able to sit in your cushy house and cut on your computer and see the word of the Most High. You're going to long for that time. You're going to wish you had that opportunity. Soon reading the Bible is going to be against the law of the earth. Soon. They're moving everyone into a new age movement. And the only thing you can believe in is yourself. And you are being programmed. That's going to be the belief system. Yourself. That's the new age movement. How grim and dark the government of this earth is. That all of them are in league and are in bed with Satan. That's the truth. Not one of them are with the Most High. Why? Because this kingdom was given into the hand of Satan. Job 9 and 24 tells you the earth was given into the hand of the wicked. So in order for you to rule in this government, you must go to Satan to get your power. He tried to offer it to Christ. Christ denied it. But who took it? All the governments in this earth who will soon pay. They live lavishly in this earth off of bones, blood, sweat, and tears of the children of Israel. Yes, but now they have to pay. It's time. All these wars in the earth are culminating. They're leading to their own demise. And we're just the people with no weapons. This is our weapon. The only thing we have is this, Christ, in the name of the Most High, and we'll win.
And it's the music and words of the Gathering of Christ Church. You can find them at www.gatheringofchrist.org. Well, shalom Israel, and good evening, good afternoon, good morning to you and yours, wherever you are on the World Wide Web. You're listening to Let's Talk, brought to you by the Men Empowered Organization on the Blog Talk Radio Network at blogtalkradio.com. My name is Brother Malachi. I am your host for another edition of Let's Talk right here on Blog Talk Radio. Tonight we have the Book of Jasher, chapter 87 through 88. We're winding this thing down as we complete the entire book of Jasher. If you'd like to join in on our show conversation while we are here live, you can hit us up at 347-205-9279. And for those of you all who are joining us via your computer, you can always chat with us right there in the chat room at Blog Talk Radio. Just a reminder, just want to remind you to contact us at any time when we're not here on the air. You can always hit us up at 504-484-9388 or 601-297-2927, and our email address is menempoweredtoprosper@yahoo.com. And you can follow along with us at Men. We'll be right back to go ahead and get started with chapter 87 of the Book of Jasher right after this music break with Richie Righteous. You can't take it with you.
From the minute that you're born, your body starts to decay. Your skin and your hair will turn wrinkle and gray. One thing's for sure, we gon' pass away. That's right, dog, you wasn't put here to stay. I know you think you gon' live forever. You keep telling yourself you should chase cheddar. I can't front, I wanna be rich too, but I'm smart enough to know you can't take it with you. When you got the cars, got the cribs, ride through the hood and everybody know you're rich. Believe me, money do make life easy when you can make it rain like Fat Joe and Weezy. Brunch in Paris, dinner in America, this morning Chanel, tonight it's Erica. I got ice in my Rollie, rims in the car, I could buy out the bar, show the world I'm a star. G4 flies to Sandro Pay. Look, I know you're trying to get paid, and all that money do sound real nice, but you don't got nothing if you don't got price. Come on. They wanna be, they wanna be R-I-C-H. Come on, come on, hey. They wanna be, they wanna be R-I-C-H. Come on, come on, hey. So don't store treasures in a place where it rots. Don't die and go to a place where it's hot. People think money's everything, but it's not. The things people do for the guap. Rappers will sell out their souls on a track. Some would even sell to their own mama crack. Rich people got it and they cheat on their tax. Girls sell their bodies and they lay on their backs. Some of them strip to make a porn flick fake like you're homeless and then walk with a limp. For oil and diamonds, so many died. So many nations face genocide, man. No matter how you get it, you're dead wrong. If you think you can take it when you're dead and gone. All money does when they zip you in the plastic is buy you a suit to go along with the casket. They wanna be, they wanna be R-I-C-H. Come on, come on, hey. They wanna be, they wanna be R-I-C-H. Come on, come on, hey. You got 24 hours, 60 minutes, 60 seconds. Your clock's ticking, time moves fast. And all the money in the world can't buy back a second of your past. Can't buy breath when you passing away. So tell me, what's the value of today? I discovered at last you really pour it. All that you got in this world is cash. I got Jesus, I'm not a hostage. No longer living in bondage. Addiction's gone since I met the Savior. Believe me, I know all about favor. I know about joy. I can smile. I know about the Father's love for a child. I know what it's like to have bitterness gone. I know what it feels like to sing a new song. Rest in His arms, peace within. I'm a better man, jump free from sin. In my life after, I'ma reign as a king. And I think it didn't cost me a thing. Cha-ching. They wanna be, they wanna be R-I-C-H. Come on, come on, hey. They wanna be, they wanna be R-I-C-H. Come on, come on, hey. They wanna be, they wanna be R-I-C-H. Come on, come on, hey. They wanna be, they wanna be R-I-C-H. Come on, come on, hey.
And we are back. It's the music of Richie Righteous, taken from the CD, Resting in Christ's Hands. How's everybody doing out there? Want to let you all know, upcoming, probably later on down the road, maybe before the year is out, we are going to take a look at the city of Detroit. The city of Detroit is now in bankruptcy, and not a whole lot of police officers on the roads these days, not a lot of your tax dollars being spent right. So we're going to look at the city of Detroit, as most of any other city right here in the United States. The urban decay of most cities right here in America. Let's take a look, and this will be a part of our CSI, crime scene investigation. How can all these metropolitan cities be thriving and now in the hands of being decayed? We're going to take a look at that. That's going to be our first city that we're going to look at, and we're going to take a look at probably before the year is out. We're getting ready to go into the book of Jasher. The book of Jasher, which is mentioned in Joshua chapter 10, verse 13, the book of Jasher. We're right at chapter 87. Jasher has close to about 91 chapters, and we are going to get to it. And right now it is Jasher 87, verse 1. At any time, if you'd like to discuss this or if you have any comments or questions, always press 1 on your phone. For those of you all who are listening to us via phone and you are in the chat room, you can always just type your question or comment in and we'll relay that to our audience at that particular time. Verse 1, at that time the Most High said to Moses, behold, thy days are approaching to an end. Take now Joshua the son of Nun, thy servant, and place him in the tabernacle, and I will command him. And Moses did so. Verse 2, and the Most High appeared in the tabernacle in a pillar of cloud, and the pillar of cloud stood at the entrance of the tabernacle. 3, and the Most High commanded Joshua the son of Nun and said unto him, excuse me, be strong and courageous, for thou shalt bring the children of Israel to the land which I swore to give them, and I will be with thee. And Moses said to Joshua, be strong and courageous, for thou wilt make the children of Israel inherit the land, and the Most High will be with thee. He will not leave thee nor forsake thee. Be not afraid nor disheartened. 5, and Moses called to all the children of Israel and said unto them, you have seen all the good which the Most High your God has done for you in the wilderness. Verse 6, now therefore observe to do all the words of the law and walk in the ways of the Most High your God. Turn not from the way which the Most High has commanded you, either to the right or to the left. 7, and Moses taught the children of Israel statutes and judgments and laws to do in the land of the Most High had commanded him. Verse 8, and he taught them the way of the Most High and his laws. Behold, they are written upon the book of the law of God, which he gave to the children of Israel by the hand of Moses. Verse 9, and Moses finished commanding the children of Israel, and the Most High said to him, saying, go up to Mount Abram, and die there, and be gathered unto thy people as Aaron thy brother was gathered. Verse 10, and Moses went up as the Most High had commanded him, and he died there in the land of Moab by the order of the Most High in the 40th year from the Israelites going forth from the land of Egypt. Verse 11, and the children of Israel wept for Moses in the plains of Moab for 30 days, and the days of weeping and mourning for Moses was complete. Verse 88, verse 1, and it was after the death of Moses that the Most High said to Joshua the son of Nun, saying, rise up and pass the Jordan to the land which I have given to the children of Israel, and thou shalt make the children of Israel inherit the land. Verse 3, every place upon which the sole of your feet shall tread shall belong to you, from the wilderness of Lebanon unto the great river, the river of Peret shall be your boundary. Verse 4, no man shall stand up against thee all the days of thy life. As I was with Moses, so will I be with thee. Only be strong and of good courage to observe all the law which Moses commanded thee. Turn not from the way either to the right nor to the left, in order that thou mayest prosper in all thy doing. Verse 5, and Joshua commanded the officers of Israel, saying, pass through the camp and command the people, saying, prepare for yourselves provisions, for in 3 days more you will pass the Jordan, possess the land. 6. And the officers of the children of Israel did so, and they commanded the people, and they did all that Joshua had commanded. Verse 7. And Joshua sent 2 men to spy out the land of Jericho, and the men went and spied out Jericho. Verse 8. And at the end of 7 days they came to Joshua in the camp and said to him, the Most High has delivered the whole land into our hand, and the inhabitants thereof will fear because of us. 9. And it came to pass after that Joshua rose up in the morning, and all Israel with him. And they journeyed from Shittim, and Joshua and all Israel with him passed the Jordan. And Joshua was 82 years old when he passed the Jordan with Israel. Verse 10. And the people went up from Jordan on the 10th day of the first month, and they encamped in Gilgad at the eastern corner of Jericho. 11. And the children of Israel kept the Passover in Gilgad, in the plains of Jericho, on the 14th day of the month, as it is written in the law of Moses. You want to know how they were able to have supernatural power? By obeying the laws and statutes that the Most High had commanded us. This is how they were able to have supernatural power. You're fixing to also see more supernatural power as we get ready to read. Verse 12. And the manna ceased at that time on the morrow of the Passover, and there was no more manna for the children of Israel, and they ate of the produce of the land of Canaan. Verse 13. And Jericho was entirely closed against the children of Israel. No one came out or went in. Verse 14. And it was in the 2nd month of the 1st day of the month that the Most High said to Joshua, rise up, behold, I have given Jericho into thy hand with all the people thereof, and all your fighting men shall go round the city once each day. Thus shall you do for 6 days. Remember, on the 7th day they rested. Verse 15. And the priest shall blow upon trumpets, and when you shall hear the sound of the trumpet, all the people shall give a great shouting, that the walls of the city shall fall down. All the people shall go up, every man against his opponent. Remember Jasher 53 and 54, the screeching sound that Judah made. Verse 16. And Joshua did so according to all that the Most High had commanded him. And on the 7th day, verse 17, they went round the city 7 times, and the priests blew upon the trumpets. 18. And at the 7th round, Joshua said to the people, shout, for the Most High has delivered the whole city into our hands. Only the city and all it contains shall be accursed to the Most High, and yourself from accursed things, lest you make the camp of Israel accursed and trouble it. Verse 20. But all the silver and gold and brass and iron shall be scattered to the Most High. They shall come into the treasury of the Most High. Verse 21. And the people blew upon the trumpet and made a great shouting, and the walls of Jericho fell down. And all the people went up, every man straight before him, and they took the city and utterly destroyed all that was in it, both man and woman, young and old, ox and sheep and ass, with the edge of the sword. Verse 22. And they burned the whole city with fire. Only the vessels of silver and gold and brass and iron they put into the treasury of the Most High. 23. And Joshua swore times, saying, cursed be the man who builds Jericho. He shall lay the foundation thereof in his firstborn, and in his youngest son shall he set up the gates thereof. Verse 24. And Achlaim, the son of Cami, the son of Zebedee, the son of Zerah, son of Judah, dealt treacherously in the accused thing. And he took of the accused thing and hid it in the tent. And the anger of the Most High was kindled against Israel. 25. And it was after this, when the children of Israel had returned from burning Jericho, Joshua sent men to spy out also Ai and to fight against it. 26. And the men went up and spied out Ai, and they returned and said, let not all the people go up with thee to Ai. Only let about 3,000 go up and smite the city, for the men thereof are but few. 27. And Joshua did so, and there went up with the children of Israel about 3,000 men, and they fought against the men of Ai. 28. And the battle was severe against Israel, and the men Ai smote 36 men of Israel, and the children of Israel fled from before the men of Ai. 29. And when Joshua saw this thing, he tore his garment and fell upon his face to the ground before the Most High, he with the elders of Israel, and they put dust upon their heads. Verse 30. And Joshua said, why, O Lord, didst thou bring this people over the Jordan? What shall I say after the Israelites have turned their backs against their enemies? Verse 31. Now therefore all the Canaanites, inhabitants of the land, will hear this thing and surround us and cut off our name. Verse 32. And the Most High said to Joshua, why thou fall upon thy face? Rise, get thee off, for the Israelites have sinned and taken of the accused thing. I will no more be with them unless they destroy the accused thing from among them. And Joshua rose up and assembled the people and brought the urn by the order of the Most High. And the tribe of Judah was taken, and Acclaim the son of Kanah was taken. Verse 34. And Joshua said to Acclaim, tell me, my son, what hast thou done? And Acclaim said, I saw among the spoil a goodly garment of Shinar. There's that word of Shinar. And 200 shekels of silver, and a wedge of gold of 50 shekels weight. I converted them and took them, and behold, they are all hid in the earth in the midst of the tent. Verse 35. And Joshua sent men who went and took them from the tent of Acclaim, and they brought them to Joshua. Verse 36. And Joshua took Acclaim and these utensils and his sons and daughters, and all belonging to him, and they brought them into the valley of Achor. Verse 37. And Joshua burned them there with fire, and all the Israelites stoned Acclaim with stone, and they raised over him a heap of stones before the valley of Achor. So the Most High's anger was appeased. And Joshua after came to the city and fought against it. Verse 38. And the Most High said to Joshua, fear not, neither be thou dismayed. Behold, I have given unto thy hand Ai, her king, and her people, and thou shalt do unto them as thou did to Jericho and her king. Only the spoil, therefore, of the cattle thereof shall you take for a prey for yourself. Lay an ambush for the city behind it. 39. So Joshua did according to the word of the Most High, and he chose from among the sons of war 30,000 valiant men, and he sent them, and they lay in ambush for the city. Verse 40. And he commanded them, saying, when you shall see us, we will flee before them with cunning, and they will pursue us. You shall then rise out of the ambush and take the city, and they did so. Verse 41. And Joshua fought, and the men of the city, Israel, and knowing that they were laying in ambush for them behind the city. 42. And Joshua and the Israelites frayed themselves weary out before them, and they fled by the way of the wilderness with cunning. Verse 43, and the men of Ai gathered all the people who were in the city to pursue the Israelites, and they went out and were drawn away from the city. No one remained, and they left the city open and pursued the Israelites. 44, and those who were laying in ambush rose up out of their places and hastened to come to the city and took it and set it on fire. And the men of Ai turned back, and behold, the smoke of the city ascended to the skies, and they had no means of retreating either one way or the other. 45, and all the men of Ai were in the midst of Israel, some on this side and some on that side, and they smote them, not one of them remained. 46, and the children of Israel took Melosh, king of Ai, alive, and they brought him to Joshua, and Joshua hanged him on a tree, and he died. 47, and the children of Israel returned to the city after having burned it, and they smote all those that were in it with the edge of the sword. Verse 48, and the number of those that had fallen of the men of Ai, both men and women, was 12,000. Only the cattle and the spoils of the city they took to themselves, according to the word of the Most High to Joshua. 49, and all the kings on this side Jordan, all the kings of Canaan, heard of the evil which the children of Israel had done to Jericho and to Ai, and they gathered themselves together to fight against Israel. Verse 50, only the inhabitants of Gibeon were greatly afraid of the Israelites, lest they should perish. So they acted cunningly, and they came to Joshua and to all Israel, and said unto them, we have come from a distant land. Now therefore make a covenant with us. This is the end of verse 50. We will get back with verse 51 and complete. We're going to take a quick music break at this time, and we will be right back right after this. Hope everyone is learning something tonight, because it is truly a blessing.
What are those? What?
Are
you Jewish?
The Most High commands
that stuff. We're
in
not
the Book
under
of
the law. Jesus died and took all that away, man.
Man, look.
I don't get you Israelite guys. You're black and not Jewish.
What you talking about?
Just trip me out sometimes, you know? Israelites, man, I don't even get you guys. You black and anti-Semitic, right? Anti-Christian rights activists, Afrocentric Judaic antagonist, violent Jehovah's Witness, right? Looking for another scripture fight.
Wait, let me paint this in a different light. Not anti-Christian, but most Christians are missing light. Israelite isn't a religion, it's ancestral ties. And if I had a religion, then it would be the scriptures. Why I say anti-Semitic? Semitic means descendants of Shem, and we descended from him.
What about Jews?
What about Jews? Included the tribe, sometimes used for southern, but never mentions the other 9 lies. Judaism is a religion which traces Jewishness through maternal lineage. So, are they Jews? Well, religiously yes, but biblically no. Many converted, not all, but physically most. So what's the verdict? Where did the originals go? Ethiopia, Timbuktu, Zimbabwe, Ghana, scattered across the globe as transatlantic cargo, as the prophecy told. Deuteronomy 28 and 64 shows. If we didn't obey the Torah, then we'd be sold to our enemies' pope. The penalty imposed through centuries of bondage, oppression by cold-hearted devils who never showed any respect to young or old.
So, it doesn't matter that neither Jew or Gentile in Christ, black or white, ain't a factor, cause he paid the sacrifice.
Wait, have you ever read Isaiah chapter 5? We were taken captive for a lack of knowledge, we could not survive. The Most High made us a light to the nations. He expects more, though the consequences more devastating. That's our position, I'm just telling you so you can play it. But we in religions with zealots who do violate the laws of Yah, so our punishments perpetuated farther. Pulpit hustlers are defecating on us and spending crazy dollars. We in Section 8 apartments, talking about tithes, but tithes are not money, so what they saying are lies.
They didn't have money back then, it's only crops.
Stop, they had silver coins. That translates into guap, which was never tied. So them lies I rape in your pocket, saying it's fine to celebrate pagan holidays, paying homage to a pagan goddess named Ishtar, aka Easter. But it's okay, just change the name and say Jesus. God accepts you no matter how evil. Christmas tree, idol of fertility. Sunday, some God, mystery, Babylon, religion, Trinity, Egyptian God originally. Switch the names, it's the Maxim Catholic Church Institute Sunday worship, forget to Sabbath. Rhetoric invented to make us forget commandments. Wait a second, believers don't have to keep the 10 commandments. Man isn't justified by works of the law. So all doing works are cursed. Look at Paul. You gotta be in the spirit when you're worshiping God. And the Sabbath is just a shadow of a worthier call. Okay, if not committing adultery doesn't make me justified, it doesn't make it okay for me to crush your wife. It doesn't quite add up. Justified means acquit from guilt. So when you broke the law would not acquit you, it would get you killed. The Messiah took our position for sin, but traditional Christians teach it as permission to sin. In addition, the Torah gives the definition of sin. Discipline, this is the instance your repentance begins. Listen, show me one place that Jesus told us keep the Sabbath. Fine, let's take a ride. Hope you got your seatbelt fastened. Matthew 5 condemns breaking the least commandment. Sabbath carries death penalty, so it's not less technically. Let's get this in retrospect. It never says don't, so common sense says let's go with the Old Testament. You never read don't sex animals in the New, but you knew cause you read it up in Leviticus 20. True, why your pastor be eating pork up in his Bentley coupe, spending all your ties on ties for his expensive suit. We catching hell just because you represent the truth. You've been duped into worshiping gods with Eurocentric roots. We catching hell just because he represent the truth. You've been duped into worshiping gods with esoteric roots. We catching hell just because he represent the truth. You've been duped into worshiping gods with Eurocentric roots.
Oh man, never thought about it like that.
This is research. You here every Saturday?
And we are back right here with the Book of Jasher. We are now in chapter 88 and starting with verse 51. And the inhabitants of Gideon overreached the children of Israel, and the children of Israel made a covenant with them. And they made peace with them, and the princes of the congregation swore unto them. But afterward the children of Israel knew that they were neighbors to them and were dwelling among them. 52. But the children of Israel slew them not, for they had sworn to them by the Most High, and they became hoods of wood and drawers of water. Verse 53. And Joshua said to them, Why did you deceive me to do this thing to us? And they answered, saying, Because it was told to thy servants all that you had done to all the kings of the Amorites, and we were greatly afraid of our lives, and we did this thing. 54. And Joshua appointed them on that day to hew wood and to draw water, and he divided them for slaves to all the tribes of Israel. 55. And when Adonizedek, king of Jerusalem, heard of all the children of Israel had done to Jericho and to Ai, he sent to Hohan, king of Hebron, and to Piron, king of Jarmuth, and to Japhia, king of Lachish, and to Deber, king of Eglon, saying, Come up to me and help me, that we may smite the children of Israel and the inhabitants of Gibeon, and who have made peace with the children of Israel. And verse 57, and they gathered themselves together, and the 5 kings of the Amorites went up with all the camps, a mighty people, numerous as the sand of the seashore. 58, and all the kings came and encamped before Gibeon, and they began to fight against the inhabitants of Gibeon. And all the men of Gibeon sent to Joshua, saying, Come up quickly to us and help us, for all the kings of the Amorites have gathered together to fight against us. 59. And Joshua and all the fighting people went up to Gilgal, and Joshua came suddenly to them and smote these 5 kings with a great slaughter. See, they got their power back, just like in 53 and 54, cause of the commandments. Verse 60, and the Most High confounded them before the children of Israel, who smote them with a terrible slaughter in Gibeon, and pursued them along the way that goes up to Beth Horon unto Melchidah, and they fled from before the children of Israel. Verse 60. And whilst they were fleeing, the Most High sent upon them hailstorms from heaven, and more of them died by the hailstorm, than by the slaughter of the children of Israel. Verse 62, and the children of Israel pursued them, and they still smote them in the road, going on and smiting them. 63, and when they were smiting, the day was declining toward evening, and Joshua said in the sight of the people, sun, stand still, thou still upon Gibeon, and thou moon in the valley of Aegon, until the nation shall have revenged itself upon its enemies. This is what we see in Joshua chapter 10, verse 13, where Joshua commands the sun to stand still. Verse 64, and the Most High hearkened to the voice of Joshua, and the sun stood still in the midst of the heavens, and it stood still 36 moments, and the moon also stood still, and hasted not to go down a whole day. Verse 65, and there was no daylight before it or after it, that the Most High hearkened to the voice of a man, for the Most High fought for Israel. Okay, this is the end of verse 88. We realize we're going to go ahead and cut it short. We're going to get ready for tomorrow, for we will start in the book of Jasher, chapter 89. So if we don't have any questions or comments at this time, we're going to go ahead and discontinue from tonight's lesson for tonight, and we will see you all tomorrow right here, same time, same network, right here on the Blog Talk Radio Network. My name is Brother Malachi, and I'm going to leave you with Hen featuring Uriah, I Know Who I Am. Shalom.
I know who you are. Yeah, I say I know who you are. Yeah, come on. We stiff neck, we wild, we on the corner, wildin' out. We ignorant, we proud, rebellious.
I know who you are, boy, you need some help. Open your mind and free yourself. Truth and knowledge overpowers wealth. Put education on the shelf and take a second look and see which route you took. Fall in love with a bunch of crooks and forget you're the children of that book. To the enemies they told you, made you believe anything they told you, and left you with 2 decisions. You could choose death or choose religion, but you fell off Jacob's ladder and chose to listen to the master. Got caught in the devil's rapture, now your life is a whole disaster.
Yeah, I said I know who you are. I know who you are, and I know where you're going. We stiff-necked, we wild, we on the corner, wildin' out. We ignorant, we proud, rebellious, I style.
We're the only ones can't see it, got the truth but don't believe it. Cursed with being disobedient, the days enslaved in Egypt. Then Moses said, let my people go. Still we act like we ain't know who was our father. We didn't even bother to listen, and not to mention we blatantly worship others. We went from one to another, we threw stones at our brother. When they was trying to just bring us back to the truth, there's nothing wrong with that. Like Stephanos in the book of Jasher, all he did was take it back.
Yeah, I said I know who you are.
We ignorant, we proud, rebellious, our style.
I know the keepers of the law were standing tall, staying righteous above them all. What's the call, coach? The other teams fit with many men that's lost hope, cause they don't know the identity, but I do, so they envy me. Cause you're a nation of people that's so rebellious, accusers of your brother. When he speaks the truth, you get jealous, but I stay one accord with all my righteous fellas, cause we know who we are, there's nothing else that you can tell us.
Yeah, I said, I know who you are, I know who you are, and I know where you're going. Yeah, I said, I know who you are, I know who you are, and I know where you're going. We wild, we on the corner, wildin' out. We ignorant, we proud, rebellious, our style. To be like them, we try. Our own culture, we deny. So unaware, we blind. We searching for